24th, and it's about 7 o'clock on Sunday evening. The sun is already set, so it's getting dark. Yeah, I'm not sure how much you can see me. So what I like to talk about today is how can I set my goal in my life at this age. You know, I think about it all the time. Just like a Kurosawa's film, Ikiru, to live. In that particular film, the protagonist found that he has this cancer or something, and he has only like a few months to live. So he has to think about how, you know, the rest of his life he should be living. So that's about that particular film. But I also think now, at the age of 75, I think about it all the time. How can I set my daily living goal? For example, how can I do that? Then I think about, okay, there's a people, well, also there is the movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but Jack Nicholson is in it, and it's about bucket list. But I don't have a bucket list. I don't have any, you know, enthusiastic goals or anything. But all along in my life, I thought, well, maybe I'm not rich enough to travel, you know, all around the world, or rich enough to, you know, have a very nice evenings with friends or anything like that. And I thought about, well, then what I should be doing, what I should, you know, like an inferiority complex type of thing. What can I do to win over those well-to-do people? And I think, well, if I could do intellectually, probably do my bucket list, then probably I'll be satisfied, because human being is the kind of intellectual you know, species. Therefore, if you could do that, maybe you're satisfied. Not a material thing, but something more mental, intellectual type of thing that you could be doing. So to do so, well, of course, you know, you continuously study the things, and continuously challenge the intellectual ability to expand your knowledge. But one of the things is that the reading books, you know, I talked about it many times in the past, but I became a reader of the fictions much later in my life. Actually, about probably about 10 or 15 years ago, I started to read the world literature. That itself became a tremendously fun things to do for me, because for the first time in my life, I started to enjoy all those great literature, and that particular thing is something I never expected. I felt younger when I was doing that, when I was age, oh, probably 65 or something like that. I felt younger, definitely. So, yeah, I think I should be doing. But so what is the intellectual goal to do so? You know, of course, you study the philosophy, uh, the world literature, or some kind of a study to make yourself kind of a happy thing that I should be enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I really feel there's something I should pursue there, that I should be doing. Yeah, mostly just like, I started late in my life reading books. Mostly that, mostly trying to read books as much as possible. And that not necessarily that literature or fiction, but also philosophy or some kind of other science directions. And I don't know, somewhat when you study or when you read, you get the sense of accomplishment of you learned something, and that particular thing is so comfortable. It's something that you are interested in bird watching, for example. So if you are a bird watcher, you want to learn, or you want to see as many birds as possible in your lifetime. That means not only in your country, but also overseas, somewhere you never been before, and exotic birds, and something that you have never seen before, and that's so much exciting. And just because I don't think I could do that because of the various reasons. I think getting old and also financial restrictions, I cannot do that. And so it's the wildflowers and fauna, trees, all kinds of things that I don't think possibly I go overseas. But if you can read about some country that you're interested, and you learn a lot of things there. You learn, I like to go to Italy, for example. Then you want to read about Italy, and you want to see the movie, Italian films as much as possible, probably. And you learn about Italian history, Italian culture. That's one of the things that some of the people who are able to do that, who are able to go there and experiencing in your body, body and soul, to see all these things. Yeah, it that's probably I cannot, replace that particular experience, but next thing is that you kind of learn about the country or learn about the things that you don't know, you never seen. I think that's one of the things that you get the great satisfaction. And so the the films and books helps a lot regarding that. But mostly, I would say the reading. Mostly reading books. Yeah, I think because you learn so much about it, so much history so much, feeling, culture, you know, all these things by reading. And this is something that I kind of found out, now that, you want to just experience going there and see things, but so many people go do that and miss some of those things. I think it's if you're not aware of it, you don't see many like wildflowers or many trees or, or birds, for example. If you're not interested, you don't realize there's so many different birds flying all over the place in your close proximity. And so you don't know, you're ignorant. And that's what I like to conquer. I like to avoid that. That's why probably I will be interested in continuously doing those nature observations, as well as reading books, literature. Reading literature is so much fun. It's like your entire life changes drastically by doing so, because you get into this author's mind, author's creativity, and you enjoy those somebody else's mind, I would say. Music is the same thing. Like if you listen to Mozart, Schubert, Beethoven, you learn their mind. You feel like when you're listening to the great music, you feel like you're conversing with those people. I used to have a friend who played a Mozart piano, and so I was talking to her, and she was saying to me, yeah, it's like a conversation with Mozart, personally. And so, yeah, that's what it is, I would say. Yeah, so let's strive for learning, strive for reading books and watching movies and listening to music. I think that's probably next thing